Just how happy are you with the way you came back onto the rain delay and kind of played the best tennis of the match as well?
Yeah, that was the best part for me coming back and playing the way I did. I was struggling at the start. Obviously, hot day. I was playing. It's my first day match that I played in a while, so all night matches. So a little bit of shock to the system with the heat and the sun, but I'm glad that I was able to kind of get acclimated to that. Yeah, when I came back from the rain delay, I thought I played really well.
Ben, you put yourself in elite company now with your ranking, and yet there's always this talk about the top two guys sort of separating themselves. And I wonder when you look at those two guys, what do you think that gap is?
I don't know. I mean, I don't really know how to answer that question. I guess all I can focus on is trying to close it, and doing what I can every day to become the best version of myself and the best player that I can become, and not as much worrying about what other guys are doing.
What is your ideal first serve percentage?
65. I didn't serve well today. I didn't have a good first serve percentage. I thought my winning percentage on first serve was not bad, but 65 is nice. I think that for me, if I'm really going after it and I'm serving well, I'm going to be around 65 to 70. If I'm higher than that, I'm not going after it enough.
Here's what obviously you're playing next to her. I'm writing about her also with Taylor Townsend. What do you make of her sort of journey? She just hit number one in doubles recently. Obviously, you've known her for a while. What do you make of her? What she's achieved?
Yeah, I mean, I think she's a grinder. Obviously, also a mom, hasn't had an easy journey path in tennis. To get to number one in the world in doubles and also be top 100 in singles is a huge achievement. And there's none of that in today's game. People who are excellent in singles, but also getting to the top of the world in doubles. I think that she's done it the way you're supposed to do it. She kept playing singles. She didn't just give it up as soon as she started playing well in doubles. She still, grounds qualities when she has to. Now she's working her way into the main draw. She's playing really well in the singles as well as the doubles. So I think that's one of the more impressive things on tour right now that people don't really talk about.
What is she like the person for you to be with on court? What is she like for you as a person to be with on court when you're on court playing mixed in the past and next week, and then also just on the tour when you see her around? What is she like as a presence?
I mean, she's just fun. Her and her team, they're always a lot of fun. Normal people, fun to hang around with. We're kind of goofballs together on the court. Oh, it's the same off the court. I like her because she's authentic. The way that you see her when she's playing on court is what you get when she's in the dining or going out to dinner or at home. It's all the same.
You mentioned focusing on yourself in your own game. How do you feel like the biggest way you've evolved this year is to kind of have that success with that?
Yeah, I mean, I think finding a style that works for me, a game plan that I want to implement before I go on the court each time, and being able to adapt from match to match, whether it's conditions that change, type of opponent that changes. I think that it's just a evolving sport with a lot of different types of players, but also a lot of different types of conditions, and being able to move from 1 week to the next, turn the page, and not complain, but focus on what it's going to take to win in those conditions is really important. And I think that's something that Sinner's done really well. It's something that the big three, Djokovic, Nadal, and Federer, did really well. Also, Alcaraz. Those guys are finding ways to win tournaments in different conditions all the time, and I think that's the most important piece for me. Not complaining, when there's some wind or conditions that I don't like, or a dead indoor court that with a heavy ball that hurts my arm, or whatever it may be. I think just being able to adapt and be at peace with whatever the conditions are and just compete is important.
Yeah, do you think that's come with experience, or what do you think's really helped you kind of unlock that ability?
Yeah, I think experience, lack of insecurity, trusting myself, being willing to put it all on the line. So, you know, you look for the little things, the excuses, the frustrations when you're not secure about what you're doing or who you are. And I think that I'm pretty secure at this point about, you know, who I am as a tennis player, what I do out there on the court, and take a loss, I take a loss, but try to control the things that are in my control.
And did you get a confidence boost from Toronto, or did you not need that for yourself?
I mean, for me, playing in these tournaments in the U.S., I could have lost first round in Toronto, and I'd still feel pretty comfortable from going into Cincinnati in the U.S. Open. This is a part of the year that I like to think that I thrive in. Part of the year that I enjoy the conditions. I enjoy playing on this type of surface. This is the easiest court and ball for me to adjust to because it is conditions that I grew up playing in, you know, my whole life. While other places may be a little bit more foreign. So it did a lot for my confidence as a whole and as a tennis player, but I tend to be pretty confident in the swing nevertheless. So anyway.
This is a bit random, but I saw you like a few months ago. You were posting about Michael Olise,
Yeah.
and he just like got nominated for the Ballon d'Or, like best footballer. So it made me think of that.
Yeah.
How did you like learn that he's a baller? And in general, what's your general knowledge of football at the moment?
I mean, I was just watching a little bit like highlights of the European League games, and obviously he plays for Bayern Munich. We went to a Bayern Munich game when during the Munich tournament, and I love the way he plays. He's exciting. He's a winger and just great talent. A lot of fun to watch. And after that, after going to that game, I kind of started to get more into football. Obviously, my girlfriend plays pro soccer also. But then in Stuttgart, I went to France versus Spain during the Stuttgart tournament, and it was a crazy game, you know. And there are so many superstars in that field that I'm a huge fan of now. Yamal, Desiree Dewey, I think he's unbelievable. Obviously Dembele and Nico. Wow. Nico Williams, sorry. Yeah, those are some of the guys that I follow. Like,
the knowledge of growing.
huh?
The football knowledge is growing.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit better. Step by step, just learning a little bit more.
Appreciate you.
William. Yeah, William.